What is up, Buttercup? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for all Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius placements. So each sign is going to get their own individual reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. For all personal bookings, you can go ahead and book your reading, your Reiki session, mentoring session, spiritual life coaching, all down below in the description box. If you're not new, welcome. If you are, welcome to the channel, right? I said that backwards, but I'm Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and quantum healer, and we're going to be doing something a little different moving forward. I'm going to be raffling off a free reading every week for each sign. So if you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, you are going to be entered in the raffle for a free reading. So like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and at the end of the week, I'll be picking one person from each zodiac sign to do a free 10-minute reading for. So go ahead, check that out. But let's get into it. Sorry, we're off to a slow start today. It's been a busy day. And let's see what's going on for you all, right? Okay, let's start with Gemini. Gemini. What do we got going on for you? Gemini. I feel like you're a little all over the place, Gemini. I do. I feel like it's almost like you're building, but then you're needing rest. You're building, then you're needing rest. There's a lot going on with you. Let's see what we have for Gemini, please, Spirit. I have a cut right on the crease of my finger. It's killing me. I know it flipped over. It's in there, but Gemini. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords. It's a very different feeling than the Earth signs I did yesterday. Air signs, you feel very serious, very stoic today. Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of self-doubt about what it is you're trying to complete. Okay. So we're going to be talking about your approach with it. It's like that stage where things are just really uncomfortable and there's a lot of change that has to happen. And you're in the midst of making that change, which is great, but it's that abyss energy that the collective is in, right? So you're letting go of old foundations or commitments. It could even be beliefs and attachments to things that you know are not stable in your life or just perpetuate more conflict. You're saying that it's not supporting the truth of the future you want, the life that you want, right? And so with the 9 of Swords here, it's having the courage to face those beliefs, to face those fears, to face those people or situations so you could really have your personal happiness. The 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, yeah, Judgment in reverse. It's the realization that whatever it is you've been pursuing, it might have been something that you thought for a really long time was meant for you, and you're realizing, actually, no, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. And it's kind of getting to that place of what is it that I want to do, right? Okay. So let's see what else we got for you, Gemini. Yeah, you go from like energy, happy to tired. It's a little backwards. Let's look at the 10 of Pentacles. Tower in reverse. Death. This is already done. Whatever this is, yeah, you're in the in-between. You're in the midst of accepting something that is finished. With the Tower and the Death card here, this is Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio energy. It's also Aries and Mars with the Tower. I like it. But I just feel like you're so exhausted. I feel like a lot of tired energy with this. Let's look at the 5 and okay. So between the 5 and the Ace is a 4 of Swords. And that's that like rest, rejuvenate. Yeah, Hermit in reverse, which is the major of the 4 of Swords. It's the major arcana to the minor. Majors are universal energy. Minor, like your suits, swords, cups, pentacles, wands, are free will. Okay, it's your choice. It's day-to-day activities. You're being really supported to just be able to hit pause, to go within right now. And Venus just entered Gemini. And so there's a lot of aspects in the Gemini energy where there could be a lot of confusion in your relationships at this time because Venus is going to be in a square with Saturn as well as Neptune throughout its transit in Gemini till May 7th. So you got about a month of this energy, and it's going to be very supportive. It's going to be very fulfilling for you, but don't be too eager to try to figure things out because there is this air of confusion and uncertainty. So it's good to give things time and space to air out. And that means yourself as well, right? It's going to give you a lot of clarity about where you're going. Let's look at the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands. The closer I get to the end of your reading, the more my energy is starting to pick up. King of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, which tells me that you're moving out of this exhaustion. By the end of this month, you're going to be in a different place, which is really, really nice. Five of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is that ambition. You are really determined to go and create. It's almost like I want to show them. I want to show them what I'm worth. I want to show them what I can do. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. You have the Judgment in reverse twice. This is a really big realization that the direction you were moving in was not making you happy, and you're finally releasing it. So this is why the energy is picking up all of a sudden. It's because now you're releasing what it is you were attached to. This feels like a very exhausting, taxing energy. And so this could be a lot of self-care. This could be overcoming addiction, codependency, mental battles, things of that nature. It feels very internal. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups. You're getting to this very confident, ambitious place of really putting your foot down and no longer rejecting the things that you want out of fear of what other people might think or judgment and things like that. You're really letting it go, which is nice. Let's look at Judgment card, your decisions. Page of Wands. Oh, I love that. I love that. You're choosing to move in a new direction that actually really speaks to your artistic side, your passionate side, the things that really are fun and joyful for you, your desires. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. And that's what's meant for you. You're meant to do things that are creative, that light you up. Gemini, you're a very artistic sign. So this is like the arts, right? The arts of writing, dancing, music, photography, anything of that nature. There's so many different art forms, but allow yourself to really sit in what it is that works for you instead of sitting in this idea of what you should be doing. With the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups, this is beautiful. You're heading into a new energy, which is going to start attracting the people and situations that are actually meant for you and resonate with you on an emotional level. I do think you're going to have a lot of people that share the new perspective that you're cultivating for yourself, and it's going to be very beneficial. Yeah, I like where you're headed. This tired, exhausted, up and down energy you're sitting in, it's going to pass. It's going to move like through this month, which makes sense because we got that solar eclipse coming up too. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to enter the raffle to have a free 10-minute reading. And for all other personal bookings like Reiki sessions, mentoring sessions, shamanic life coaching, any of that, check it out down below. Let's get into Libra. I kind of want to use the same deck for Libra. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Sorry if I'm a little I don't know, I feel different today. We do have, what is it? We got Jupiter and Venus in an aspect. Hey, Ange, how you doing, girl? I feel like I haven't seen you in a live chat in a while. Hey, there's that card I was looking for. It was Ace of Wands. Okay. Libra, let's see what's going on for you, Libra. If you're just checking in for the Libra reading, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to be entered into the raffle for a free 10-minute reading. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Show me what I most need to see for Libra, please, Spirit. Emperor in reverse. Okay. Judgment. Knight of Cups. There's three more. There's a different energy over here. There's something that's bridging them, but there's a different energy over here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we have the Chariot, Two of Pentacles. This is our mediator. Tell me about this other energy. What is this? Yeah, Hangman and the Three of Pentacles. A lot of majors for both sides. Really interesting. And major arcana are universal energy, so they're a lot more impactful, and they speak on a larger scale than you would a minor arcana energy like a Two of Pentacles or Three of Wands, things like that. Three of Pentacles, perfect example. You have a lot of pentacle energy, a lot of majors, and one court card, the Knight of Cups in reverse. I like this. Then bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. Give me 2 seconds. So then, sorry, I'm on call. With the Emperor in reverse and Judgment here, they're uncertain. This feels very uncertain. It's almost like this person knows that they're supposed to be in this situation with you, but there's an energy of like, and if the uncertainty is not about Libra, the uncertainty is about, I feel like it's themselves, self-worth. There's a challenge to be more vulnerable. There's a challenge, to be seen. That's what it is. So they're ascending. This person's going through a really big shift over here. Just take it as it resonates. You can flip flop them if that is what fits your situation. Over here, this is what I think is Libra energy. It's a very, how do I put this? It's almost like I don't need help. I'm fine accepting help, but I see things clearly and I'm ready to move forward. Yeah. It's kind of like you're either with me or you're not, and it ain't gonna rattle me if you're not with me. I'll just keep it moving. That's really what it feels like. I'm curious about this Two of Pentacles in between. It feels very related to this Emperor over here. I think they can feel this energy not challenging them, but it's almost like an energy of pressure. Like they're already moving in the direction of this growth, this direction of healing. And I feel like this energy is just like this unspoken pressure to like do more, be more, and it just feels like they're uncomfortable. And with the Five of Pentacles here, yeah, there's a fear of like not being enough or not being able to live up to this expectation or the abandonment, rejection. Underneath it is the Six of Swords. This energy is what's stopping these two from like moving forward out of this teeter-totter, this back and forth. I want to use, let's use spellcasters for you, Libra. Spellcasters feels a lot more fitting. I was about to say this deck feels like it's missing a lot of cards. There it was. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you, Libra. I want to look at this. Let's look at what's going on between the two of you first. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So this air signs, all of you are going through such a big shift. And it's just the recognition of there's deceptive energy that is being released, right? It's being let go of. So any insecurities or limiting beliefs or even deceptive behavior like lies or being secretive or attachment to toxic behavior, this is all being released. And it's almost like when we start to release like really important aspects of ourselves, that have been hindering us, it can almost feel like what is going on? Like, is something dying? Like, are we good? Like, is our relationship good? And really what you're feeling is not the relationship dying. You're feeling what you had associated as the relationship's energy changing. And so it might feel like something is missing or absent, but actually it's just taking new form. A lot of this has to do with feeling safe and secure in the physical body, in the present moment, in the experience, in the relationship, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse speaks to a very receptive, loving, nurturing energy that is struggling to receive and or be present. So both people probably share this part. So over here, we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Cups to start. I feel like this masculine energy is really starting to get out of their head. They're going to find a lot of clarity the more that they take time to rest and really sit with themselves. And with Venus and Gemini, if you are in partnership or if you are entertaining somebody, it's an incredible time to really give people space and the freedom to approach one another. Try your best to kind of shy away from pressuring people at this time. Venus and Gemini is a very lighthearted, very flirty energy, but this time we have it in a square with Neptune as well as, Saturn. So there's this distortion about love being controlling that's going around in the collective. So just be mindful of that and allow people to really be who they are and love them as they are and just support them. And if that is coming unnaturally to you, give that love to yourself. It's going to be a really good time to do that, to be like, you know what, I got to meet my own needs and I love you and I do want to spend time with you, but let me knock this out first and let's see where our schedules are at later in the day. Like that's the kind of dynamics that's going to be going on, because people are either going to be really clingy or they're going to be like really like, whoa, I want my freedom. I want to go do what I want to do. So embody what is authentic to you, what resonates with you, and be mindful of what is being ruled by your ego. Like, oh my gosh, they're not talking to me. That fear, that's a story of the ego. Okay, you are enough. You don't have to have somebody's communication to validate that. It's learning to validate that for yourself. And that's why we have the Two of Swords and the Page of Cups. This time for this person and or this relationship is really going to challenge both people to open their heart space and to start to see authenticity and vulnerability in a new way. So let's look at this individual over here. I actually feel like this is the relationship as well. Like this is the other person and or the relationship's energy. So let's see what's going on. 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords. We'll get 2 more. Hierophant and the 2 of Wands. I'll take this last one. Yeah, the Sun. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to take them all. So it's actually incredible energy. Let's start with the amazing part of this. This relationship's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Sun. Okay, so let's start with the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The 10 of Pentacles speaks to the environment. It speaks to the foundation. And with the Chariot and the Hangman here, the new perspective and the direction this relationship is moving in, even on an individual level, even if you feel like you're not really working and building this foundation together, just because you're not actively both sitting in the same room doing work together does not mean that your individual work is not helping the relationship evolve. It very much so is. You're heading towards a 10 of Pentacles and a Hierophant energy, but you, on the flip side, the anxiety, 9 of Swords, and the inner conflict or the inner critic or actual conflict and arguing between one another, the 9 minus the 5 gives you the 4. That's what's being healed. It's releasing the anxiety, the fear, the tension, and you're learning new ways of communicating with one another so you can really make the decision to step into the Sun. Because the 2 of Wands tells me that you both are consciously wanting this happiness with one another. You're wanting this commitment with one another. And it's not that you haven't made a decision. You've already made it. Now we're just waiting for this to clear out, the last little yuck and gunk to move away so you can really sit in it. With the Page of Swords and the Emperor here, this Emperor is upright. I feel like there might be some miscommunication at this time, and it might have to do around control, okay, like we were saying before, because the Emperor is very my way or the highway. And if both people are embodying masculine energy, that means both people are trying to build, both people are trying to give, and nobody is receiving. Nobody is just observing. You need to have a masculine and feminine, or like 2 people in a dynamic that know how to dance between the duality together. And that's what this communication style is really going to help you to evolve with, which is really nice. So let's look at the 5 of Pentacles and the overall, what this is for Libra. Yeah. Okay. So then you have the feminine again. Yeah. So it's definitely the feminine that both people struggle with. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Devil next to it. And so this is a fear of abandonment, rejection, or it could be attachment, so codependency, addiction, things of that nature. Because attachment is not just to things; it could also be to people, and it can also be to thought processes, right? So limiting beliefs. Yeah, all that jazz. And you both, this is what is being released. This is why there's, yeah, and then you have the subconscious mind and temperance underneath. So this is going to be a process. It is. It's not going to happen overnight, because think about how old you are. Think about how long you've been ingraining those beliefs or behaviors. It's going to take practice. It's going to take practice and just accountability with self and choosing to want to be a better you for you, not just for your relationship, but for you, because, you know, by improving who you are, you're also going to be improving how you see the world, how you see your relationship. It's not that your behavior is going to change theirs. It might have that trickle effect because it releases your half of the tension that's brought to the table, right? But it is a choice, and it's a choice we got to do for ourselves. So I hope you choose yourself, because clearly you have someone who's choosing you and you're choosing them, but are each of you choosing yourselves as well? Right, my dear? Think about it. Again, for personal readings, book it down below through my website. Check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading. And if you want to enter the raffle to receive a free 10-minute reading from me, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. Okay? Lastly, let's get into Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you. Woo, give me 2 seconds, Aquarius. Okay. Show me what I just need to see for Aquarius. Ace of Cups, very nice. Aquarius, your energy always feels so different. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, both in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Now, let's see what the Hierophants. What's going on with the Hierophant? Yeah, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Let's get one more. And then we have Temperance. Oh, bear with me, guys. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess. Then we have the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, this someone's teeter-tottering. It's like, okay, it's okay for me to love. It's okay for me to love. And then they have the inner dialogue starts. Okay, it feels very anxious. It feels very anxious. And so they're holding on to an old rule book. So this could be like, oh my gosh, they're not going to want to talk to me. They don't want to be with me. Like they're not interacting with me. Like it's this energy like, oh, they didn't text me today. They must not like me. They don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Something's wrong. I made them mad. It's all the lies. It's the false evidence appearing real, right? Fear that starts bubbling up. But see, then their intuitive self knows that it's really safe to love. So it's the new self and the old self learning to work together, right? You're basically reparenting yourself. Like, no, it's safe to love. You don't have to think these fearful thoughts because they're just things that are trying to protect you from re-experiencing something that is a possibility, but is not bound to happen. And so there's a lot of healing going on here. A lot of healing with Temperance. This is a great place to be. It really is. And the reason being is because you're embodying a new level of self-awareness, because there's the part of you that's aware this is fear-based, and fear does not mean true, right? Typically, it is a part of us that wants to protect ourselves. You're acknowledging that. And that's the first step in really starting to control your thoughts. You're getting to the mastery of self. And that is such an incredible place to be when you really get to this mastery of self, of realizing like, oh my gosh, like I'm thinking this thing and it's not true. And like, I control my thoughts and I can choose to say that's silly. Just because I think it doesn't mean that it is fact. Your brain is a machine. Just because it's processing something doesn't mean that it's fact. Bottom of the deck, you have the Sun, which is raising to higher states of consciousness. I love that. I love that for you. Let's go ahead and use Marchetti Tarot. I feel like you're really stepping into a newfound level of confidence is what I would say. It feels more like a very confident energy. I forgot if I said this in the beginning or not, but Aquarius, I am raffling away a free 10-minute reading for each sign. So go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below to enter for the raffle. Okay, you must do all three to be in the raffle. Thank you. Yeah, so this is Sacred Bee Tarot, and then this is Marchetti Tarot. I love Sacred Bee. It is a really beautiful deck. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is for the High Priestess. I heard it. Six of Wands, sixes. Sixes are about karma to me. Sixes are about this balance. I feel a need to, like, when I have this is past life. I know some people don't like that stuff coming up in readings. I'm not the kind of reader that's going to blow smoke up your butt. If it comes in, it comes in. So if we get dead people, we talk to dead people. If we get past lives, we go to past lives. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I like this energy. I think someone's recognizing. Some of you, this is ancestral healing. You learn these patterns of self-defense from watching a distorted parental figure or dynamic in your life. Some of you, ancestral healing, meaning that your grandparents also went through this. So let's say like your mother was in an abusive relationship, then your grandma was, and so on and so forth. And you just experienced one, but you're actually doing the healing to stop that pattern. It's because you are realizing that there was something that had to do with not recognizing what the self was willing to receive, I should say. Sorry, deserve came out. What the self deserves and what the self should be receiving, right? So this might be codependency, narcissism, traits of either one of them. They're on the same spectrum. They're just completely like opposite sides. They're both rooted in deep wounds in regards to self-worth, right? So extreme lack of self-worth, or trying to validate lack of self-worth by clinging and attaching to other people. Okay. So different forms of distortion and negative connotations in society to the word. So just research it and really ask yourself, what traits of these am I exhibiting? Where did I learn them? Because I have the control to really get rid of them, right? It's not your fault. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's just like, dang, like I have an opportunity to really become who I want to be. And it's by recognizing these things. And quite frankly, in our society today, it's extremely common to have stuff from both sides. Okay. So just love yourself, and know that you have the power to get rid of it. You have the power to heal it, to stop it. And that's what this is. This is somebody who's quite literally choosing to love themselves and to see things so clearly and to see the ways in which the patterns that they have been a part of have contributed to their demise in a sense, right? Or barriers in their growth. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. Okay, they want me to do it in a batch. So we have strength. Oh, I love this for you. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. I feel like someone might even try to do a little, yeah, I don't like them. I don't like who they are. This is a very manipulative kind of power struggle energy. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups. You're starting to stand up to energies like this. People who say like, it's like conditional love. That's what it feels like. Like, you know that they're a really strong connection in your life, but there's distortion around it. And you know that they love you, but the way that they exhibit their love might be controlling or manipulative. And you're learning to really stand up to that energy and start to protect yourself. I like this. I like this a lot for you. Let's see what else we got for you. Aquarius, I just really love your energy. You have the Two of Swords and you have the Four of Wands. You're not giving people access to the things that make you feel safe and secure. You're like, this makes me feel safe and secure. If you don't bring that energy to the table, you don't get access to experience this area of my life with me, right? It's like if you start a project and it means a lot to you and it's going amazing. If someone who's continuously hurt you or betrayed you, or there's a lack of trust in a relationship and there's a lot of healing to do, if they're trying to figure out the ins and out of this project and really ask you about it, you're learning that by sharing certain things, even speaking it to certain people, that's an exchange of energy. And now they have the energy to think, well, I hope that just doesn't work for them. Like they're not good enough for that. You know, you're allowing them access to something that is sacred, that is yours, it's your decision. You have choice to dictate who gets access not only to you, but the things in your life that are just yours. Okay. And you're starting to really protect those things. That's what the Four of Pentacles is. The Four of Pentacles is not just like power and holding on to things. It's also protecting what is precious to you. And that's why in a lot of tarot decks, it's somebody who's like holding a pentacle really close because they're protecting it. It's something precious to them, like a talisman. Let's look at alchemy, which is temperance. You have the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're really starting to stand your ground. You're like, I ain't going to let anybody get in my way anymore. Yeah. Then you have the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. You're moving to your personal emotional fulfillment. You're starting to create the reality that really makes you light, that makes you happy. And you have Death in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And this is a beautiful energy because it tells me that you're transforming, and nines are the mastery of self, right? So we're again going through that lesson of mastery of self, of mastering the mind. And that's what you're healing here. Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups tells me that you're doing this healing on a soul level, which is why we tapped into the ancestral healing and the past life energy. And with the divine here, with the Chariot, you are being divinely directed where you need to go due to this healing, due to this shift, and no longer continuing an old familial pattern or ancestral pattern or soul lineage pattern, right? So let's look at the Sun and the overall for you. King of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're keeping whatever this is that you're building very sacred and very secret to you. Well, yeah, Magician, you're manifesting it. You're doing great. You're not even fearful about it. You're like, I know I'm supported. I know I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And I know I'm moving in the right direction. I just think you're not going to give other people access to what it is that you're doing. Like, let's say you start a new job and you're just like, yeah, I started a new job, and they're like, oh, what's the job? You're like, just like a side gig. And then you switch the topic. It's like that. You're not going to tell them what the job is. You're not going to tell them where you're going or what it consists of. You're protecting your energy. It's for you. Things of that nature. I like this for you, Aquarius. Very nice. I feel like the next little while is going to be kind of like a secretive hermit mode. Like you're still going to be out and about, but you're just going to be like hermit within yourself, like mentally, emotionally, like just a little recluse, which is nice. But yeah, this is what I have for you. If you want a personal booking or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website and description box. Also, if you want an opportunity to win a free 10-minute reading, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below to enter the raffle. I will be picking one person from each zodiac sign at the end of the week. So go ahead, check that out. I love you. I wish you the best. I'll see you next time.